Congratulations, you've officially made it to the VIP side of Crypto Shifter's course/Discord. I'm glad you've joined. You've made the right decision on the first steps to actually making money. All right, now that you guys are in, it's time to give you some serious info. You're going to need all of this to actually profit. You might not see them right away in the first week, second week, but by the end of this course, and by the time you actually become a part of our community, you will win. I've had several students make thousands of dollars in the first couple days. Not even that. I've had one guy who made $1 million off a Trump coin in the first 3 weeks of working with me. So this is pretty much just the welcome video. You're going to learn a lot of things in this course. Some of the things are what are meme coins, because I'm assuming that you're a complete beginner, because I've been there at one point. I started with $56 on this journey and I've built an empire from it. I've been over 7 figures, and right now I'm pretty much averaging 6 to 7 figure months. But pretty much what you guys are going to get out of this entire course is a mindset that you need to make money, the meme coin basics, the tools and bots that you need, and research methods and how to manage the risk, and exactly knowing when to enter a meme coin and how to know if it's going to explode. So this course is for complete beginners and intermediate people who really don't know much. If you are a pro, you could watch it. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. But if you're already a pro, I would just immediately go to the Discord and start interacting with our community. Got scammed several times. That's how I know most of the weirdest ways that people lose their money. And I'm going to show you exactly how to avoid that. Just that alone is going to save you thousands of dollars. So this is the welcome video. You've made it to the right place. And disclaimer, this is not financial advice. This is all for educational purposes. But I'm going to show you what's worked for me. Remember, this is my journey, and I literally started a few months ago, just as anyone else could have, with $56 in my Phantom wallet in the Solana coin. So if I was able to make 7 figures, you can as well. All right, so what is a meme coin? And I'm going to pretty much explain and show you what meme coins are, what they've been over the last few years, how they started, and everything that you need to know to make money in them. So this is Dexscreener. It's going to show the top trending tokens for meme coins, of course. And let me pretty much show you. We're going to hit any random token right now. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to hit, let's hit Fart coin actually. I'm sure most of you guys have seen or heard of this coin. It's a pretty big one. It passed over $1 billion, more over $2 billion actually at one point. Me and my team were able to enter this pretty early. As you guys can see, we have marks all the way down here. But Fart coin is an AI crypto meme coin. The AI part doesn't really matter, but it is a meme coin. So this was created on Pump Fund. And Pump Fund is where you can create your own meme coin for completely free. Let me just show you the website. So this is Pump Fund. You can pretty much create whatever you want, whenever you want. It's completely free. And then once you create it, you guys can also actually invest into the coin by yourself. So you can be one of the first and very few people to enter. And then obviously people promote it and market it. And that's how coins are created, just like Farcoin, that are getting to $1 billion market cap or even higher. Most meme coins are pretty much just something that's either trending, the news, or something that's an original meme that hasn't been created, or a new meme that's trending. I'm sure most of you watching this have seen the Chill Guy meme, and if you're getting into meme coins, this is something that you should know. Chill Guy, if you saw this on TikTok, you could have easily bought in this coin right when it launched around 2 months ago, and you would have made millions. Let's be real. So if the first couple of days it wasn't really trending, and then the 5th day it went up over 700%, and then the next day 300%. And then in total, it made several millionaires. Let's just take a look at the top traders in the last 30 days. So originally when it first came out, it was millionaires across the board. But Dexscreener only shows in the last 30 days. So a meme coin is pretty much something that's created as a token on the crypto Solana blockchain from something that's originated by a trend, a news topic, something funny, or a cool narrative. Most of you don't understand what narrative means. It's pretty much the story behind a coin. Like let's say the peanut coin. I'm not sure how many of you have seen this. It was trending everywhere. The narrative on this coin was insane, but actually something that happened on this coin really pissed me off. So I bought this at like a $1 million market cap. I put 20 Solana, which back then was only worth around like $5,000–6,000. I sold this super early because one of my insider wallets sold on me, or not, didn't sell on me, but they sold, and that made me lose conviction into play, which you guys should never do. I'm going to go over that in one of the future videos. But this is the meme coin. I'm not sure how many of you have actually seen this one. It's a pretty popular one because it also had $2.4 billion in market cap. And as you guys can see, we literally caught this right, like super early, even less than this. And if we would have held the whole way, that would have been a 4,400x. So if you would have put $1, you would have made $4,400. The craziest part about this one is people were making tens of millions. Like, look, the number one trader, $10 million, $2 million, $1 million, $1 million. This is a pretty big coin. So yeah, a meme coin is pretty much something that's created based off of a topic that has a narrative that other people would likely buy into because of the story. Whenever someone buys into a meme coin, they're buying assuming that the crypto coin is going to go up because of the story behind it. That's why Dogecoin right now is one of the biggest coins, because so many people are involved with it. There's a lot of, like, look at Elon Musk. He's involved in it. Trump is kind of involved in it because he's friends with Elon Musk. This skyrocketed in the last bull run of 2021. Not only this, but there was another coin called the Shiba. With this, it passed like over a $10 billion market cap in a few days. And right now, we haven't really seen a coin do that. That's why I think we're still in the start of the bull run. By the time you're watching this video, it might be a month or two from now. I still think we'll be in the bull run, but let's take a look at Shiba. This coin has not hit an all-time high ever since it was pretty much launched. So I don't think this is the right one. This is not. All right, it's not showing up on coin market cap right now. But pretty much your meme coin is something that's funny. Like all these coins, if we go to meme coins, we're going to be able to see, like if we scroll down a lot, Bunk, that's a meme coin. They have their own platform, but that's all you need to know. A meme coin is literally a coin that anyone can create based off the news, events that are happening, kind of like the news, something trending like on TikTok or something, or just an original meme that's new, like Chillgon. So an example for trending, like on TikTok or social media, chill guy. A trending topic for the news, that's literally going to be peanut because it was everywhere. Something more as of like in the crypto community was the GOAT coin that cast the $1 billion market cap. And then as far as events or anything, that Trump coin, that was not only news, but it was a huge event. Right as he went into office, that made several people millions of dollars, and it made me well over 6 figures in just the first day. So that's pretty much what a meme coin is, and that's what you're going to need to know at least before we get into the rest of the video. This is a mindset that you're going to need to trade meme coins and to actually profit. Let's get one thing straight. You're in this Discord to profit and only profit. You don't give a fuck about anything else. So that's exactly what you are here to do. Insert in your head every day you need to make money. So for this year, tell yourself how much you want to make. Now break that down to months and then break that down to days. Let's say you want to make 1.2 million, $100,000 a month. I've seen several people do this. In fact, I've done it myself. Several of you have done it, probably watching this video. And if you haven't, let's get you to that point. That's only $3,000 a day. You put 3 Solana in the coin, which is around $600, $700. All you need to do is 4 to 5 times that, and there's coins that do this every single day. So take a look at my screen. Look at how many of these coins have skyrocketed. 200%, 26,000%, 3,300%. It's very possible that you catch one of these coins early. You need to correct yourself, correct your mind, because this isn't gambling. There's always an edge to the market, and if you can catch the edge and be early or see the news before anybody else, that's how you win. Some of my biggest plays was doing my own research, seeing what topics about these coins. A perfect example is the peanut coin that I told you guys about, that we found at a $1 million market cap and it ran to 2.4 billion. No, we did not go the whole way. I'm not God. I cannot predict this. So if you guys are actually looking to make money, you need to have the mindset that you will win. In this Discord and in this course, you're going to meet people who have made millions of dollars. I've built this community so that you can do that. Because imagine you're on a call with 5 people and you're all scanning for meme coins, versus if there's 10 different channels with 30 different people on each call texting about it. Now you see how much more opportunities you're going to be able to find and catch with something just like this. This Discord isn't only for the resources and tools, it's also to make connections and actually hop onto these calls and make sure that you're going to be able to find these next winning plays before everybody else. People have done this several times, but you need to make sure that you're not here to lose. You're here to win. I've seen a couple of people, they started with a couple $1,000s and they didn't expect to win. And guess what? They lost everything. They liquidated almost everything. Another thing with this mindset is you are going to lose here and there. You might even lose it all. There's something called the tuition fee. And if you don't watch the sports, it probably won't happen to you because you're already in a paid community. You're watching a course and you're going to learn from some of the best people in the community. But what the tuition fee is pretty much enter your account and you liquidate everything. That happens to most people and that's how they learn. That's why I literally have a video in this course about scams and about how to avoid losing money, because most people only learn by actually being involved in the scam and being a victim. So with this mindset, I want you to prepare for succeeding so much that you're going to get sick of winning. That's how much we're going to be winning in this group. I don't want to hear any bullshit. You guys are going to win. All it takes is several hours on your phone, checking the news, have a laptop, have a desktop, doesn't matter. Even if it's an iPad, you need to be scanning 2 devices at once. If you are dedicated and you actually want to make money in this space, that's why you're watching this video right now. So if you're actually prepared to make hundreds of thousands, that's it. Let's do it. All right, so before you get started with trading, here are some of the crypto fundamentals that you must understand. Otherwise, you're pretty much just gambling. The crypto markets, they move very quickly. And if you don't understand the basics like the blockchain, liquidity, market cap, and the exchanges, you're going to make some huge mistakes, and that's going to cost you pretty much all your money. So right now, I'm going to pretty much go over the blockchain and how it works, meme coins versus utility tokens, common crypto terms, and then DEX versus SEX, and which ones you guys should use it. All right, so this is going to be the Solana coin. You're going to be using this for 99% of the meme coins inside of our Discord. So the market cap, this is literally as easy as it gets. The market cap pretty much equals the price of the coin times the circulating amount of supply. So if you do 207, which is the current price, times the current amount of circulating supply, which is 487 million, and that's how you get the price. The market cap goes up when people buy and it goes down when people sell. That's pretty much how it works. The volume in the last 24 hours, as you guys can see, is 7.25 billion. This changes over the last 24 hours each single day, depending on how much you buy and sell. So that means in the last 24 hours, $7 billion has been bought and sold. FDV is pretty much, you don't really need to know, but it's fully diluted value. This is the price times the max supply if that's hit. Right now, it's not currently hit, but if it does, it'll be at a $1.2 billion market cap. The total supply is calculated by however many tokens that is created when the coin is first launched, which in this case, the max supply is 593 million for Solana. Another essential tool that you must or you can use for the Solana blockchain is called SolScan. This is going to tell you everything that you need to know, how many transactions there are, how you guys can stake your Solana, a whole bunch of different tokens, some of the top markets, and you guys can also track every single transaction using this site. So let's say you guys want to track someone's wallet and see if they're legit. You can paste it into here and see that. Not only that, but you guys can also paste Solana blockchain wallets on here to see that if it's legit or not. So you guys can also use Dexscreener, which obviously most of these coins are on the Solana blockchain. So let's say we want to take this one, which is a new coin. We could scroll down, copy the contact address, go back to SolScan, paste it in, and it's pretty much going to tell you the real tokens and the exact amount of the market cap and everything. So this one has 1 billion coins in circulation. The market cap is 2.5 million. The price is 0.2 of a penny. And as you guys can see, there's 7,000 holders on this coin. If you also go to transactions, and it'll tell you every single time someone's made a transaction in the last 15 seconds, there's so many transactions going on with Jupiter and a whole bunch of other tools that is going to be very confusing to check this. So I would recommend doing that. Also, common crypto terms that you need to know is like market cap, like we already went over, but a big one is called slippage. The higher your slippage, the riskier the trade. Pretty much what that is, let's actually go to this coin for an example. Let's say your slippage is 2% and you're trying to buy $100 worth of this coin. That means if this coin goes down 3%, while you're trying to make that trade, the trade will not go through because the max you're going to lose is 2%, which would be $2. But at the same time, that also means if the coin's going up, that means that it would go up. If it goes up $3, it also wouldn't make the trade. And if it goes up $2, that it could. So let's say your slippage is 50%. And this crypto space, you don't want to do that because there's scams like a MEVBot. I'm going to pretty much tell you what that is right now. Let's say your slippage is 50%. A MEVBot would buy in a large amount, like literally $1 million right before your transaction goes through. Right as you buy with your 50% transaction, they'll sell immediately once yours goes through and you will instantly lose 50% or whatever your slippage is. That's why using a low percent as slippage is always better. Plus, with some of these crypto bots that I'm going to be introducing you to, they have MEV protection to avoid this from you, so you guys will save your money. You also need to remember that crypto is a zero-sum profit. So whenever you make 100,000, someone or several people are totaling a loss of 100,000. Plus, after all the fees, every $100 put into crypto really is like $98 out. So you need to come into this game trying to get the best edge that you have in these markets. So that's why these are some of the most important things that you guys need to know in the crypto space, especially using Solana. All right. So you're watching this video because you need to learn how to create your own wallets, how to achieve the process of getting Solana and buying it, and how to send it to your Phantom wallet app. And I'm going to be showing you a couple more tools that you're going to need to start trading these meme coins. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, if you're in the United States or if Coinbase is available from wherever you are, this is the number one tool that I suggest using. You're going to use this. Pretty much by using this, this is going to allow you to actually buy Solana. It's going to be super easy. All you have to do is start with an email, be over 18. If you're not over 18, figure it out. Ask a parent, ask a friend. But if you're over 18, all you have to do is put your email, put your social, connect a bank account, and then boom, you're in. Buy Solana. That's exactly what I would do. As you guys can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, they're all on here. You can buy whatever crypto you want. That's a top 10 pretty much. They do have a couple meme coins. I wouldn't really trade here on meme coins. Once you buy Solana, you're going to either download the Phantom app, or if you're using a laptop or computer, you can download the extension. This is what the extension for Phantom Wallet looks like. As you guys can see, I have nothing in my wallet, so you're going to send it here. How you're going to send it? Pretty much you're going to be on a page just like this where it says buy and sell and transfer. Once you buy Solana, you're going to hit transfer, then you're going to hit send. Then you're going to go to your Phantom Wallet app, you're going to open it up, you're going to hit receive, you're going to hit the Solana one, and you're going to hit this duplicate button, which is just to copy your wallet. Once you do this, you're going to go to Coinbase, you're going to hit send. You're going to paste the Solana wallet from your Phantom wallet there, and you're going to send the desired amount that you guys currently want to send. It can be $100, $1,000. It doesn't matter as long as you guys get started. I know a lot of you guys are also into using trading bots for faster transactions, so I'm going to link a whole bunch of trading bots under here. And the reason I want you guys to use my link is not only does it help me make some money, but it also gives you guys 25% off on all the referrals. So you might as well use mine. I'm going to link it all here, so it's super easy. You can choose whichever one. Personally, I use GMGN the most and Trojan Bot as well. So pretty much how they all work kind of the same. Some are faster than others, but this is GMGN. I'm going to pretty much show you a quick breakdown. In the new pair section, it's going to show you all the coins that are randomly coming out whenever people can create them. Trending is going to show you the coins pretty much based on volume in a certain amount of time. So if we go in the last 1 hour, there's going to be a couple coins here that you guys can see and check out. And then you guys can also add money here. It's going to be the same way with Phantom. You're just going to send money from whatever wallet address that it creates you. And this is an essential tool because with trading quicker, this allows you to buy these coins faster so that you guys can actually trade faster and make more money the earlier you get them. When you create your Phantom wallet, and to give you a list of your 12 words, and it also is going to give you a private key. Don't share this with anyone. If I were you, I would write this down and hide it. This is something as important of putting it in a safe depending on how much money you guys have and how safe you want to keep it. I wouldn't really screenshot something like this because when you create your account, you want to make sure that it's safe and no one can get in it. Remember, you're going to have thousands of dollars, and when you're in my Discord, because you're already watching the course, when you're in my Discord, you're going to be winning. So this might even have 6 or 7 figures in a couple months or a couple weeks. We never know. Depends on all the plays and how quick we can win. So with these bots and all these other things, these are huge tools that are going to help you, and they've helped me make thousands of dollars in just a couple minutes. I've had literal plays where I made thousands in a couple seconds, just trading super quickly, being efficient, and you can't really do that with Phantom. That's why I have a link of all of these bots I'm going to have under this video, and I'm also going to have them posted in the Discord. And if you have any questions about them, we're also going to have support in the Discord that you can ask any question or perfect settings that I use so that you guys can get the fastest transactions. The reason that you guys need to set this up is so that you guys can actually buy these meme coins. That's the whole point, because if you guys can't buy them on Coinbase, you need either Phantom Wallet or crypto trading bots. Like let's say we wanted to buy this coin, for example, we could hit it and select the coin, and then we're going to scroll down, copy the contact address. Right now I'm going to just show you it on the crypto trading bot GMGN. We're going to paste it in right here, and if you guys take a look, you guys can see we can instantly pretty much buy 1 Solana, 3 Solana, 5, however much we want, we can buy. So yeah, it's very quick. Like we're going to do an ASAP. We're going to buy this coin. We're going to put 1 Solana. We're going to sell it right now. So as you guys can see, it just bought the 1 Sol, and we're currently up $4. It tells you in real time. That's something I really like about these bots, is it's super quick and efficient. And as you guys can see, we've successfully sold the token now. And if we go to our P&L, it tells you exactly how much you made on a trade. So in just a couple of seconds, we made $1, which really isn't much. But when you're trading with thousands of dollars, this can add up very quickly. That's why you need these trading bots. You need to set up Coinbase, and then you need to set up Phantom, and that's all that you need to know for now. I'm going to be showing bots and automation tools for meme coins and how to trade smarter on Solana. Because if you're trading on Solana meme coins, you already know speed is everything. The difference that a couple of seconds can make can literally be between a 10x gain or getting dumped on. So the people who buy first of these meme coins are the people who use trading bots, and the people who do this are making the most money. So we're going to start off with a couple bots. Obviously, I'm going to have all the bots linked so that you guys can get 25% off. But the first one we're going to start off with is called GMGN. This is the website. I'm going to link it down below so you guys can get 25% off on all their fees. But these are the settings that I would have. So it doesn't really matter what coin, but we're going to just hit Retardio. And then we're going to go to our settings so you guys can see exactly how I buy and how I sell these coins. So for my buy settings, you're going to want to go to buy, hit the settings right here, and copy this exactly. So my slippage is 0, I'll just redo it, 0.02 Solana, which means I pay $5 for every single buy transaction so I can get it right as I hit the buy. For my slippage, you guys can either set it to auto or 4%, but you also want to make sure that the boost mode is on because this means that anti-MEV is on, which means you can't get MEV. And I already explained that and what that is in the last video. So for your slippage, you guys can use 20% because you won't get MEV, but I still leave mine at 4%. As it says here, we're going to hit confirm. Now, those are the settings for buy on this platform, or we're going to go to sell and go over these ones. Since you're selling, it doesn't really matter. I kind of sell slowly. I need 5 or 10% at a time, depending on how much I'm up. But as you guys can see, you can also change how much you sell. So I have 5, 10, 25, and 100. If I want to sell 50%, I'll just sell 25% twice. Pretty simple. For this, I only have 0.01, which is like $2 to $3 for each transaction. And yet again, my slippage is 4%. And I don't really have anti-MEV mode on because it's really hard to get MEV when selling, but you could also put it on. Since I am paying a bigger amount, it doesn't really matter because I already have it. So these are the settings for GMGN. Why I like this is we'll actually enter a trade live. So let's go here. We're going to put 1 Solana in. As you guys can see, I hit buy one. That wasn't even a fucking second, and it just bought the coin. So now if we want to sell the coin, not only that, it tells you exactly how much you're up by the second. So now we're down 30 cents, and it continues to show you actively. So now let's say we want to sell. We're going to sell. We hit the sell button. 1, 2 seconds, successfully sold. This is a very quick bot. I'm going to leave their link in the Discord and under this video. Another crypto bot that I see a lot of people using is called BullX. You guys can use it. It's another very quick trading bot. Mainly, if I use this, it's for finding new pairs and finding the next big runner. How I do is, right as I see them launch right here, you guys can quickly scan through their Twitter and open it in a new window, and boom, loads up the Twitter. You can see if the narrative is good. NFL coin, you can just scan these coins very easily. Yet again, 20% off if you use my referral link. I'm going to have it below. It helps me and it's going to help you guys save money on fees. This is another great and quick bot, and you guys can also make money by doing this if you're super quick. Another bot a lot of people use is called Photon. Yeah, again, I'm going to link it, but I barely use this. I'm just pretty used to the other ones, but this is another good bot. Pretty much the same exact settings on GMGN, on BullX, and Photon. These are very good bots. The reason I use GMGN the most is because it's just super accurate and it has a lot more activity and updates rather than the other two. And it shows you more things. Like, the thing I like about this is if you go on any coin, it shows you the smart money, shows you the calls, shows you the whales, the fresh wallets, the top traders, and the people that you're currently following. As you guys can see, one of my insiders 370 days ago bought this coin. If they would have held, they would have made 100. Literally like $20 million if they would help. But that sad thing is they didn't hold 7 million tokens right now. Like if we hit sell and we put 7 million, it's literally worth 250,000 if they would have just held, and they only put $95 on this coin first launch, and sadly they sold for only a 2x. Another big tool that I like to use is called Solana Tracker, and they go to Pump Vision. This is going to show you all the coins that have been newly created, all the graduated coins, and the coins that have graduated already. This is going to show you some of the best pump fund coins that launch, and you're going to be super early to catch them if you're looking for graduated coins that have potential. Actually, this is how me and my buddy found the Pinot coin super early, and then we did end up buying after it passed a $1 million market cap, and we confirmed the narrative. So this is another good tool. As you guys can see, if we refresh the page, you're going to see a whole bunch of new coins randomly coming in because these are going to be randomly created within the last minute, and it's going to show you the newest ones. So as you guys can see, new coins on the left-hand side, and it's to show you the graduated ones. You guys can scroll down. You guys can check their Twitter really quickly and scan everything before you buy. But as you guys can see, this shows you everything pretty much for the pump fund coins. You guys don't even know how many times I found a coin and it instantly made a couple 100%. Just take a look at this. If we go to my account, I actually hit a 3x earlier. Let me find it. This coin. We did 200%, which is a 3x. We only put a little amount, $400. We cashed out $1,200 and we made around $800 profit. And we only held this coin for 11 minutes. If we would have bought this coin 1 minute later, you guys see on the chart how it instantly went up that means I would have made way less money. That's why having a crypto trading bot is literally key to succeeding. In just the last 7 days, I'm up 21,000 from this account, and I've had several accounts. I'm constantly switching to different bots because people track my wallet. I don't really like that. But if you guys take a look, I also track several big people's wallets, and it tells me exactly when they buy coins. That's another reason I really use GMGN, because I can track insiders, have notifications, and if you hit this button right here, you can turn the sound effects on for whatever someone buys. It'll give you a beeping noise, and then whenever a couple of my insiders buy the same coin, I'll usually get it. Like if you scroll down, this 4 of my insiders bought this coin, Teot or whatever, it keeps giving you a notification every single time someone buys a coin. So these are some of the bots I use. I'm going to have more in the Discord, like Trojan. Trojan's another good one that I really use a lot on my phone if I'm on the go and I see a coin. But if you want to succeed, remember, you have to be on your phone or laptop for around 12 to 14, 16 hours a day. That's how you're going to catch these big runners. But those are some of the tools that I use. I'm going to have them all linked, and I'm going to give you all my links so that you guys get 25% off or 20% off on all the transaction fees. That's going to save you a couple $100 alone, depending on how much you trade. I'm going to show you exactly how to research your meme coin before you buy. If you're looking for meme coins and know how to do your research, you're playing a dangerous game if you aren't researching these coins. There's a lot of scams, a lot of rug pulls and pump and dumps. So if you're not careful, you're going to lose a lot of money. I'm going to show you websites that I use, what makes me think a coin's good or bad, and how I actually analyze the coin to see if it has more potential to go viral, therefore getting more investors to buy. So first, we're always going to start on Dexscreener. This is a website, and it's going to show you all the top trending coins. As you guys can see, this coin hit 35 million, and it was launched on Pump Fund earlier today, a couple hours ago, 17 hours ago, another Pump Fund coin. If you would have caught this, came out at a 90K market cap, you guys literally would have done over a 100x. So just from 90K to 9 million, that's a 100x right there. And then from 9 million all the way to 35 million, that's just hit 36 million, hit 55 million. That's literally a 400x. If you would have caught this coin, $100 could have turned into 40,000, depending on how early you got in. $100 could have been 4,000, depending on how early you got in, or $400. So we're going to go over the basics of meme coin. This is a website. It's called Solana Tracker. And then I go to the Pump Vision part. This is going to allow you to see the new coins that are graduating and that have graduated already. And this is how I scan through them. So the new token section, you're going to be able to see all of this. You're going to be able to see what's graduating from Pump Fund that's about to go live on Radium, and then you're going to see the ones that already have. This is how I did. First, head over to Bullx. You're going to see all these new tokens. Any of them that have a Twitter, you're going to just right click it because you want to do this as quick as possible. Then you're going to hit open a new tab. That's going to allow you to stay here scanning more tokens. Like let's say we want to have this one, Pi Network. Open a new tab while the coin loads. Boom, 300 followers, 2,000 views. That could be a decent coin. And what we would pretty much just do is go back, find it, and buy. All right, now we did that one. All right, this one, Vectors AI, 15 followers, not many really key followers, a couple hundred views, not really going to do good. Go back to Bullx, and we're going to keep scanning. We're going to scan for something until we see something good on Twitter that we think could have viral potential, especially in the meme coin space. Another way I do research on meme coins, let's say I like a coin, we're going to go back, we're going to go GMGN, or we're going to see if any of my insiders are actually buying the coins. As you guys can see, the last 30 seconds, they sold some coins, they bought some coins. There's a lot going on, and the market moves very quick. It's not going to wait for you. So if you guys actually do take a look, people are making thousands of dollars. Like if we go to my following list, 10 million up, 3 million up, 1.2 million up. Almost all of my guys are winning every single month because it doesn't matter the date. Like, let's say we do in the last 33 days, this guy's still up $1 million. Let's say we do in the last couple seconds, this guy's up $7 million. Let's say we do take total profits or 30-day transaction. It doesn't really matter. They're all making thousands of dollars by the end of the day. It doesn't matter how I store them. They're making thousands. You know why? That's because they're scanning for meme coins each and every single day. Now, let's say we find a coin and it's already on Dexscreener because it already pumped on Pump Fund and now it's on Dexscreener. This is what we're going to do and how to find it. All right, so we're going to do this live right now. I'm going to find a coin and we're going to validate if it's good or bad. So let's head over to the main screen of Dexscreener and now let's find a more of a lower cap coin that just came out. So 1 hour ago, this is at 300K. We don't really like those types of coins. This coin, I saw this come out 4 hours ago. Okay, Alpha. Probably a scam Cali coin that came out last night. Hood, I don't like that coin. I don't care what anyone says. So this coin came out 50 minutes ago. It's at a $1 million market cap. Let's scan this. Most expensive princess. Well, for starters, chart's already fucked up. So we're instantly going to pretty much head out of this coin. It looks like a pump and dump. So now let's find another coin. This one came out 3 days ago. No, we're looking for new coins. This one an hour ago, $1 million market cap. Let's check this out. Bob Marley meme. This is a pump fund. or this is a fucking scam. Look at this. You don't want to be buying coins that start off like this. If you're buying things just like this, you're literally going to get scammed, because that means they already bundled it and they already bought all the insiders. You don't want to do that. So we're going to get out of this coin. We're going to find another one. This is what I'm talking about. Trading meme coins is not for the weak. You have to be strong. You have to know exactly what to look for. And you're competing against people just like me who can automatically analyze a token in just 2 to 3 seconds and tell if it's going to be up or down. You got to also remember, a lot of the wins come with a lot of losses. The only issue is when you lose a small bit of money, but when you win a lot compared to the losses. That's how several meme coin traders are making millions of dollars a month. So this coin came out 6 hours ago. It's at 200K market cap. Let's scan it, see what's going on. Chart looks decent. Let's go to their website, see if it's a real website. All right, website's loaded. It's not just some bullshit made on Canva. It looks like a real website. So it doesn't really matter about the tokenomics, what the fuck they have. You don't want to get involved in the community. That looks fine. Let's check out the Twitter. Twitter is a really important part. So let's see the Twitter. 100 followers. We got couple key followers. No one's following. That's a key follower. Couple hundred views on their posts. I don't see this going anywhere. I think this could easily crash. And they do have a Telegram. It matters, but we're not going to click it and join it because you don't want to become part of the community. Let's see the wallets. No one's made over $5,000 on this coin. Complete scam. Unknown wallets, just pretty much mean that it was from the owner that sent it and bundled it to other wallets to profit off the coin. So whenever you see a whole bunch of unknown wallets and unknown accounts making the most amount of money, that's usually a red flag. A couple other things is like, you only want to do pretty much on Solana blockchain. Don't do anything dumb. You guys do also use other tools to see like this hood coin. I don't like it for several reasons. Too many of the same influencers are promoting this and pumping their bags. For like, let's say we go to GMGN, we paste it right here. We're going to be able to see exactly how many snipers bought the token and right as it launched. So if we go to snipers, it says there's none. That's bullshit. If we go to Cole/VC, the people who are influencers, we're going to be able to see way more transactions going on. As you guys can see, like this guy, he's a Cole pretty much. And we're also going to be able to see whales, but something very cool is the bubble maps. Take a look at this. It's going to show this on this screen, but if you go to another screen, this is like 95 or like 90% bundled. You don't want to buy coins that send tokens for like the dev wallets. That's just a total red flag. But doing research on meme coins, it's kind of hard. You need to know exactly what you're looking for, and you need to know the good side. So you want to make sure that the real Twitter that wasn't created like a month ago. If the token came out today, the Twitter should have came out this month. It shouldn't be from a year ago. You want new Twitters for new activity. You don't want them to be changing their Twitter name. Now, some of you are wondering, how do I know if they've changed their Twitter name? Well, luckily for you, GMGN tells you that in the top right corner, right here. If they have this coin, they haven't. So if you're actually active, you're going to be able to notice that and see exactly what they're doing. Another good flag that you guys can see is to see if there's a lot of people talking about the coin on Twitter that are small or medium size, like 50 followers to 5,000. Because most of the time I've seen coins like that lead up to hundreds of thousands of people following post about it. That's one of the strategies that I use, and that's how I research for most of these coins and find them super early. And I'm going to show you some meme coin and trading investing strategies to maximize their profits. So in meme coins, you can make life-changing money, but they also can make you lose a lot of money. You don't want to wreck your portfolio, so if you don't have an investing strategy, you're most likely going to lose or make a couple dollars, and that's not what we're here to do. We're here to make 6 or 7 figures. So I'm going to show you something that I did. Not only me, but a lot of the pros do this as well. So let's go to pretty much any coin. Like let's hit the perfect example actually is this MLG coin that came out like 8 months ago. If we go to some of the recent winners and top traders, if we hit any of these people's wallets, like this guy, 700K, no, this guy, no, this guy, no. All right, let's go to a more recent coin. This coin came out today, and if we actually take a look, you're going to see if we go to top traders, and we had this guy who turned 30K to 300K, and we had this, it's going to show us all of his transactions. You're going to see not only does this guy slowly DCAN, which means dollar cost average his buys, but he also dollar cost averages his sells. So he didn't just sell one, selling this whole bag. That's how he was able to make a large amount, because he sold some at this, and then he waited for the second run right here. And he also sold a lot here. So if we go and inspect all of his transactions, at first he bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or like 10 million of the tokens. And as you guys can take a look, it seems like he sold 10% here, 10% here, 10% here. So boom. And those first 3 sells, he already recovered all of his initial money. So everything after is pretty much just straight profits for the coin. And now he 10%, looks like around 6, 5, 5. As you guys can see, these big whales are slowly selling their bag until this guy fully exited out of the coin. Right around here, totaling a profit of $255,000. This is a strategy you're going to be seeing a lot of the experts using. Even if we go to my GMGN right now, we hit like one of the more popular coins that was out. If we see a lot of my insiders, we're going to be able to see that they were all doing pretty much the same tactic, because this tactic has worked and it's made me and several other influencers I know thousands of dollars. So this coin's at 4 million. 5 of my influencers bought and insiders. So it's hit following. We're going to see exactly how they do it. So this is one of my AI whales. He bought 7 times and he sold twice. That's because the coin was crashing. So if the coin's crashing, you guys can sell however you would like, obviously. But like if we go to the early investors, this guy sold in 2 clips. He bought, sold, and several other times. People are doing this to maximize their profits and also minimize the risk. Because let's say you're up 300% and you sell 5%. Realistically, you're selling 20% of your initial investment, so you can recover your initials quick while also having some in the coin for profits. One thing that I don't do, you guys don't have to go buy this, but I just don't sell 50% at a 2x. I know it may seem safe because you're recovering all your initial money, but if a coin or crypto meme coin is a runner, it's a runner. That means you're sacrificing 50% of what you currently have for this much. Because let's say instead of a 2x, the coin hits a 10x. Now you're only actually 5xing your money, which is half of the money that you could have made. But instead, you sold half of it at only a 2x. That's something I just don't do because I made way more money rather than the losses versus the wins. So I've made way more money by holding versus the losses that I've taken by just not passing the 2x. So that's one big strategy that I highly recommend. Another thing is if you're down like 40 to 50%, I would choose one of these 2 strategies. If you're down 40 to 50% on the coin, auto sell or never sell a coin. Pick one of those 2 options starting off and don't switch. Either A, you never sell a coin because it can randomly run up, or B, sell it at around a 40 to 50% loss, have a stop loss, and then keep going on to the next trade. I'm the type of person is right now, honestly, I've just hold all my coins. I make sure that I win. Like I've had some random coins. I'll check daily and I'll be up 800% of the coin I forgot about like 2-3 months ago. So that's something you guys can keep in mind. And another thing, if we go back to Dexscreener and let's exit out of this guy, let's go back to top traders. I'm going to prove that this guy wasn't the only one to do that. So this guy turned $3,000 to $100,000. Let's see how many transactions. Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys can clearly see he's had 93 transactions and 1 buy purchase. He bought $3,000 of the coin, which is only around 15 Solana, and he sold a fuck ton. Made literally over 150K from this simple coin. And near the end, he just sold it all. So let's look at the chart and see how much he sold. Wow, if this guy would have held for literally 1 more hour, he probably would have made he probably made double. But again, you can't blame the guy. He turned 3K to 150,000. So let's take a look at his transactions. Wow. These are definitely a lot of sell transactions. Let's go to 5 minutes, actually. So yeah, this guy sold like, how many times was it? He sold 93 times from his first $3,000 investment. And this is what I'm talking about being early. He literally bought the first 5 minutes that this coin moved from pump fund to radium, put $3,000 in it, and he held this runner almost immediately. Let's see the time frames now. So if we go to the time frames, in around 27 minutes, he sold like 3% of his bag for half of his initial amount of money. That's a pretty good way to do it. So, and then the next sell was only the same minute, and boom, he just recovered all of his money. Everything after was just straight profits. And that's how people in the meme coin space are using this strategy to profit the most while minimizing their risk. I also do this. It's worked for me and several other people. Of course, you don't have to listen to this and you guys could just start one clipping, but that means there would be no point of the course. That's how professionals do it. That's how I expect all of you guys to do it as well. And I'm going to be showing you how to manage your crypto risk and how to avoid scams, because there's a lot of scams. Realistically, the way that people find out about these scams is by getting scammed, and you're watching this course for a reason. So let's avoid all scam and try to make sure that you guys are very smooth at this. So step 1, there's a lot of rug pulls, and I'm going to show you exactly how to avoid them. So let's take a look at some of these coins that are down, because those are usually the ones that are rug pulls. So this coin right here, that was from yesterday, that's just down. This coin was literally a rug, 97%. Let's take a look at this, see what's wrong. So let's go to the 15-minute chart candles. And as you guys can see, this already looks messed up, man. Wow. So instantly pumped up, as you guys can see, pretty high from there to there. Let's go to top traders. All right, so the first flag I see is there's quite a few Unknown wallets. Like all these are unknown. 40K, 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 40, oh my God, holy shit. 40,000, almost all these unknown wallets. And some of the higher ones made over 100,000. They probably made a couple million from this coin. Not even that, the liquidity is locked. So I'm unknown. When it says unknown, that pretty much means that the devs sent the tokens to other people's wallets and then they sent them there. This is otherwise known as bundling. When you first create a coin, you can buy up like 50, 60, whatever percent you want of the supply. And if it's launched on Pump Fund, the max you can do is like 80%, I'm pretty sure. You send them to all wallets who own small percentages. Let's go to holders. So yeah, how does this guy own 0.5% exactly? It's very hard to buy 0.5% exactly unless it's a bundling scam. Not only that, but all these wallets are probably the devs. Like this small of a percentage for the top people is very rare. You'll usually see a couple more. But not only that, so those are two red flags. The holders should not be like this. It just looks odd. And the top traders are all unknown wallets. The third red flag on this coin is the liquidity is not locked. Who the fuck buys a coin that the liquidity isn't locked on? If we go to issues here, it says it's fine, but it's really not. Another thing is it has 14 red flags already. So that's a big red flag. You shouldn't have any red flags. Let's check out their website. Their website, I'm not even going to click it because I already know this is a scam. I'm not trying to get drained. Let's head over to their Twitter, see what's going on here. So the Twitter has a couple hundred followers, only 150. That's already pretty odd. And they're pretty much getting no views and posting the same thing with just different text, and that's it. Not only that, is the crypto account, their meme coin Twitter was created 2 years ago. That is very suspicious. Don't buy into a coin if their Twitter was not created within the same month that they launched. Unless it's like some super hyped up pre-sale or some old NFT project that's relaunching a coin, you guys should not be doing that. Another big thing is key followers. I'm tracking this. There's only one person, which I'm pretty sure is another like fake person. Yeah, don't buy any coins if the Twitter's been created over 2 years ago. Especially not even that, just 1 month. If it's created a month ago and launched today, don't buy it. Liquidity is a lot. This is like a perfect example of a total scam. If we go to Bubble Naps, it's not really accurate on Dexscreener, but hopefully it'll show up. So let's go to Dexscreener and scan the coin. So this appears to be fine on Dexscreener, which we both know it isn't. We're going to copy and go to GMGN and see what we find. So we're here, let's paste it in, 200,000 liquidity. Seems very weird because not only that, how does it have 200,000 liquidity with only a 500K market cap? It should be way higher for the market cap. And boom. As I was talking about in the last video, it'll tell you if a Twitter is renamed, and this has been renamed twice. It used to be NIG and then American Dog _ It also tells you the raw probability because it can scan. And why is there 6 devs on one project? There should only be 1 dev. Not only this, there's 10 snipers on this token who bundled it and sent it to other wallets. As you guys can see, they've been constant, like, look, what was that? $32,000 sell on a sniper. This wallet alone made $190,000 by scamming, straight scamming. This is not good at all. And it says 1 insider wallet, but if we hit that 1 wallet, this is literally a sniper and an insider. This is all fake bullshit. Not only that, but look at the candles. It goes all the way down, back up. For almost every single candle, it's done that. No, literally every candle it's done this. That is not normal whatsoever. So this coin is a complete scam. The other thing that I do want to go over is depending on how much you're starting with, how much you guys should be investing. So we already went over pretty much on what scams are and how to avoid them. You don't want to do that. Also, before we head over to the new part, don't hit any random ass crypto links. Like if someone sends you a private message in the Discord or a DM, don't hit any other links besides the ones I have posted. There's a lot of wallet drainers. There's a lot of fake bots. Don't hit any one of them. I'm going to have all of the official links in my thing. And if you have any other questions or want a specific link, just type it in chat and me or another moderator will help you out. So now let's say you have 10 Solana to start. That's about like $2,100 right now. Let's say that's how much you guys have to start. If I were you, I wouldn't really put 0.5 Solana into a coin. And if it dips, obviously you guys can put another 0.5. But I would manage your risk. And let's say you're just trying to first learn, literally play with $1 to $5 each trade. It's going to teach you exactly when to buy a coin and when to sell a coin. And once you've done this for a couple of times, you're going to be able to see exactly what makes a coin a winner, what makes a coin get a lot of attention and new investors so that you guys can be successful in the long run once you do decide to invest more. Most of you guys in this probably have a couple of Solana to start at least, or you guys are just trying to learn before you do get started, which I do recommend a lot of you watch the full course and interact with the community and get known before you start buying these coins randomly. Back to scams. If I were you, I would never buy a pre-sale. I don't care if it's legit and not legit. Don't buy pre-sales. 99% of those pre-sales are all complete scams, all full of bullshit. I bought one once and it's all fake. Also, try not to buy coins that are only going up. Like, let me show you one. Let's go to new pairs and go to the newest. If a coin looks like this, what the fuck is this? No liquidity, or it's not locked. If we go to the 1 minute candle, you don't want to ever buy a coin that instantly shoots up just like this. Not only that, let's say we want to track this token. Head over to USD and type over $10,000. Watch this. Within the first 1 minute, someone bought 50 or 27K, 27K, 27K. So they own all of the liquidity, which is wild. And then, as you guys can see, if we exit out of this and go to normal transactions, you're going to see a whole bunch of newbies in crypto falling. Like, this guy just lost $600. He thinks he's up. He put a total of $1,000, or he put $700 in. Luckily, he sold 1,000. He did make some money because you can make money on these, but don't do it. Just don't. It's not worth the risk. Like, look, all these guys are losing money. This guy put in, let's track him, $15 down. Every single person buying this is down. The liquidity looks locked, but it's not legit whatsoever. There's a reason why the market cap is so high. No coin can go from 0 to 200 million in the first 1 or 2 minutes. This is going to go down so quick once the guy decides to rug. And that's another thing. Some of you don't know what a rug is. A rug is when a coin continues to go up and then boom, suddenly drops and you lose everything in literally 1 second. That's all it takes. 1 second and everybody lost it all. I also see a lot of people who are like, I haven't seen this yet because we're currently fixing the Discord, but there's going to be a lot of scammers probably messaging you privately saying they're a moderator or someone with authority. We will never message you. I will never message you first. Never ever do this. I'm mostly only in the actual community itself. You're probably going to be fake people who create fake names and privately DM you. Don't listen to this. Don't buy this whatsoever. You need to make sure to avoid all scams and double check almost everything that you guys do. I'm going to have official bot links, official trading links, and everything that's the real in the Discord. So don't click link for anybody else because the 95% of the time it's a scam. Don't answer DMs. And this is how you guys are going to stay safe with a correct strategy. And I'm going to be telling you guys exactly how meme coins go viral and how to spot the next big one with the power of community. So a lot of these coins literally do go from nothing to all 100x, 200 million, 300 million in one night. That's because they're viral and there's a lot of hype around these types of coins. A good example is the Vine coin. When the Vine CEO launched it, he was hyping it up. People were expecting him to bring back Vine, but actually he created his own coin in just 1 day. This ran to 400 million. And remember, this started at only a $6,000 market cap. So if we zoom out and go to the daily tap, or let's do 4 hours, you guys are going to be able to see exactly what happened. So literally went from here all the way to here in literally 4 hours. 4 hours, it did over 100x. Any one of you guys could have bought this. Actually, I bought this at 7 million, or I think even lower, 5 to 10 million, but I sold this really early. I should have held. Top traders, millions of dollars was made from this coin. As you guys can see, even the number 100 trader still made 200K and still has $200,000 left into this coin. That's how viral coins are created. It's pretty much based around CP. You're going to hear me and a lot of people using that word a lot. Pretty much means crypto Twitter. The CT community is huge, and whenever they see a runner, it's a real runner. The old Vine CEO hyping around this, Elon Musk mentioning Vine, really brought this coin from 0 to a $400 million market cap in just a day. This is one of the craziest coins besides Trump that I'd actually see like some random pump fund coin in a day do this, which was wild. That's how people were able to make millions. Several of my insiders were able to buy this and catch this coin. That's how I first found out about it. And then I realized the Vine CEO created the coin. That's how it exploded. You also need to be constantly active, looking on Twitter and Telegram and Discord, being all the communities that you guys possibly could be in. So you paying $50 a week or $150 a month in here is literally actually benefiting you, because the more communities you in, you might even see a coin first in another community or my community, and then you'll slowly hear it in all the communities. So once you hear it in all the communities, that's how you know it's a runner. Let's say I share a coin with you guys. You see it first, you buy in, you see a couple other communities buying in. That means there's a couple other communities full porting into the same coin that you guys just bought, and this could easily run up, because imagine a paid group finds out about the coin. What's after a paid group? Free groups. What's after a free group? The people on Twitter. So there's at least a 5 to 20x potential on these types of early coins if you guys are able to find them using these communities. Another big thing is trends, like on TikTok, the chill guy. We saw that run up to 500 million in just a couple days. That's because they're the chill guy community. This was trending everywhere. People were using it, like famous influencers with hundreds of millions of followers. Companies were using this for their ads. And random people were just saying, yeah, I'm just a chill guy. And this exploded to over 500 million. That's another coin that millions were made off. You need to be active and you need to be constantly looking to see what could be the next big coin. That's why whenever I search for these coins, I also search to see if there's a community behind it. That also comes hand in hand with the narrative of the token, like the story behind it, why it's exploding, like the retardio coin. The higher the market cap, the more retarded it is, and that's why people like that coin so much. All right, so let's go on Twitter. All right, so let's go on Twitter. Let it load. As you guys can see, we're going to see some of the communities right now. See what coins we see in just the first couple seconds. So right now, nothing. Doge, we just saw. Ouch. These are all some AI coins, as you guys can see that this guy posted. Let's like his post. Who else we see? We see Frank here. We're going to see a couple other people's. Some FaZe Banks posted this or reposted it. And yeah, we're pretty much going to see all these tokens, all these communities, Gak coin, Trump, Peanut. These are all big coins that all have their own community. And if you guys can find these communities super early by being in a community, that's how you guys are actually going to find these big runners. So that's why I started this Discord, to meet new people, and so you guys can actually make big connections with other people who are always active, so you guys can find these runners. Going over some case studies and some pretty big lessons that I've learned over the last couple of years trading. I remember when I was trading Binance meme coins, this was in like 2021. And then Solana meme coins took over. So let's start off with the case study. This is my free Telegram. If you guys take a look, we'll see this coin, UBC. We've sent it at 5 million. I believe we probably even called it before. Let's go. So yeah, UBC, it's a big runner. We called it at 5 million, it seems. And then a couple days later, it hit 100 million. 20x right there. If we exit out of that, Mustard coin. So I know we shared Mustard very early out. Okay, yeah, even, holy shit, we shared Mustard real fucking early. So I believe this is Mustard. No. So we shared Mustard. I know on my Twitter, I had like 1 million. Shared it here, I guess like 20 million. And it ran up all the way to 90 million. Where's the screenshot? Mustard ended up running up over 90 million, as you guys can see right here. 62 million screenshot. And then I had another screenshot a couple days later. Another big coin that we were just hovering over was actually the Weight coin. We posted this super early. Like really fucking early. We posted Peanut 1.6 billion and it went parabolic. We have so many posts here that all did good. So this Odin coin, let's take a look at this. 300k market cap all the way to 1.79. A couple X's, nothing too crazy. 5 million right here, all the way to 9 million. Solid 2x. Here, 600k, what did it hit? 1.4 million, 2x. This coin weight, 13 million. I'm pretty sure it would do way more than that. 40 million, so that's a 3x, 4x, 5x. Quant, we posted super early on Twitter. I remember that. This Po coin, $1 million market cap, all the way to 4 million. Did it go any higher? No. WWW, we posted at 1 million and ended up hitting 5, 6, 5 million. Yep. And then we have so many people who've profited thousands of dollars in this Telegram. So that was the UBC coin. What coins is this? Olaf coin, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. So that's a 3x. This coin, Gift, $57,000 market cap, hit 250k, 5x. This coin, 2.9 million, did a 2x. XRP 6900, called this at 300k. I'm pretty sure that ran. I'm pretty sure it hit a couple million. That's like a 3x. This coin posted at 6.7 million, and that did a 2x. This one was another AI project. It was pretty big. 2.7 million is when we first called it, and take a look at this. It passed over 40 million a couple of days later. Yeah. 44 million. So that's a 22x. Another coin that we just missed is a Circle coin. When did I call this? Okay, we called Circle coin at 1.1 million, hit 1.7, hit 2 million. So that's a 2x. This coin did very good. We called this at 2 million. This had 13 million. That's a 6x. We've had several runners. You guys can scan my Telegram, scan whatever you guys need. Check out my social medias. 300k from this coin all the way to what? 1.7 million. That's another 6x. Agent Tank. I know this did a 3x. Called this at 9 million. And then where was it? Here. 9 million to 30 million. I'm pretty sure it ran to 40 million after I posted that. This coin, these are just a couple of the wins. These aren't my wins. These are just some people's wins in the Telegram. So let's exit out of here. AKA or AKA. This, we call that 2 million, ran to over 50 million. I posted this one several times. So yeah, you guys can clearly see that we are here to win. We're not here to fuck around. we win in this Telegram. A lot of people are making money following insiders, using the free ones that I gave out. Plus, you're in the paid now. I give out way more insiders here. I'm going to have this all in the Discord. A couple big things that I also have to make sure that I learned along the way is you got to be quick. You got to buy quick. You got to sell quick. Don't get emotional. Don't get tied to a community. Once you get tied to a community, you act like you don't want to sell on people. That's just something you have to do. You're here to make money. You're not here to lose. You're not here to make friends. You're here to make money. If that's your only goal, you need to make sure that you are taking profits slowly as the coin continues to rise. That's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned. As you guys can see, I have great calls. We're always scouting for the next big coin. And if you are ready to actually make money, this is the 11th video. Watch the next one, and that's it. You're almost done with the course. Everything you've watched, hopefully you've taken notes on a notebook. If not, hopefully you've memorized it. Everything that I've showed you in this, entire video, you guys should have learned, and now you need to combine this all to make some profits. Scanning meme coins, using the Discord, hopping on calls, making connections to see who can find the news first, and buying into these coins. By now, you should fully understand from a beginner to a pretty pro level what a meme coin is, how to buy, how to profit, and the mindset that you need actually going into this. Several people are going to lose. You probably are not, and you're in a Discord, you're in a solid community, you're probably in other communities as well where we have solid calls. I've showed you the proof, I've showed you the case studies. Now you need to actually take action. This course is completely useless, and the Discord is completely useless if you never buy a coin. You're never going to learn, and you're never going to actually profit, especially if you don't buy. I've seen hundreds of people try to learn, try to do this, but the one thing that they never did was take action. If you don't take action, there was no point of doing any of this, paying for the Discord, any of it. So now that we're on the last video, start loading your wallets. Use some of the bots that I've currently set you. Use the bot in the Discord, make sure there's a real link, avoid all these scams that we went over, and it's time for you to officially buy your first meme coin. Make sure you're active in the community. I'm going to be doing weekly calls with Crypto Shifter himself, which is me. We're going to do weekly calls for an hour, and I'm going to be talking, going over coins, probably showing and trading live, so we can all profit. But this is a strategy that you guys need to adapt to and move super quick, because the meme coin space is not patient. They do not wait for you. You need to be quick and adapt very quick. Like I said, there's several tools like this. There's GMGN, and there's scanning pump fund tokens to make sure that there aren't any news related tokens that are going to crash. If you guys are here to actually make money, this is your chance. This is the last video. You've already went through most of the battle. Now it's time for you to learn. Remember, you guys can always start with trading with $1 to $5 to actually get a grip, see what works, see how to buy, see what makes a meme coin viral, and then you can move up to the bigger numbers. We aren't here to lose money. We're here to make 6 to 7 figures a month at least. I've seen several people do it, and you just could be the next person to do it. We're here making connections, and all you need to do is lock in, stare at a screen for 12 hours a day or longer, get some caffeine in your system, and let's do it. It's time to put this all together.